Now we'll do some tasks related to editing a workbook. First task is insert rows or columns. Suppose I've made a chart of subject and marks. Few subjects and their respective marks are written in a chart form. Now I have forgot some subject, and that subject I want to insert properly in a proper order. Suppose physics, chemistry. After that I have written maths. I want to insert biology within chemistry and maths. So I will select the cell that belongs to the fourth row. Any cell of the fourth row we can select. Any cell we can select, or we can click on the row header also. Row number 4, this header we can select this arrow sign, the whole row will be selected, or simply we can select any row from this row number 4. Then we have to go to the under home tab, we have to go to the insert section of cells. Here insert cells, then click on it. Some options will be there. Here we have to click on insert sheet rows because we are inserting rows. After clicking, you will see that a new row has been inserted above the selected row. We had selected this row of maths. For this reason, above this maths row, a new row has been inserted. So our purpose has been fulfilled. A new row has been inserted between chemistry and maths. Now we can type in the another subject name, biology. We can put the marks. We will bring our cell pointer to this adjacent. Adjacent means the next cell. We can put our marks and then click outside. It will be saved. Now suppose we want to insert a column. Similarly, like a row, we can insert a column also. Between subject and marks, if I want to insert another column, then we have to select this column number B, that is marks column, because whichever column we will select, in the left side of that column we can insert a new column. So any cell of this column we can select, any cell. Either we can select the whole column by selecting the column header and clicking on it. It will select the whole column. Otherwise we can select any cell of this column and we will go to this cells, insert sheet columns. Now we will insert sheet columns. You will see a new column has been inserted between these two columns, and I have selected this marks column because if I select this marks column, then in the left side of this marks column the new column will be inserted. That means if we insert a new row, the new row is inserted above the selected row or selected cell, and a new column is always inserted in the left side of our selected cell or selected column. Now, next editing task is format row height. Sometimes you can see there, whatever you write line by line or row by row, the rows may look congested or untidy due to as they are written side by side or line by line, one below another. So sometimes it becomes necessary to give more space between the cells so that our table contents may look more distinct. Distinct means more separated from each other so that it increases the attractiveness of the document. It makes the document more readable. For that reason, we can change the row height or column width according to our needs. Row height means this height of the row. This means this much. So we can change the row height of a particular selected row or a range of rows. Range of rows means a number of rows that we select according to our needs. So here you can see that there are four subjects along with the headings. So I am interested only this much portion. So this much portion will select with the help of the mouse cursor. This selected portion is my range, is my desired range of rows. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 rows I have selected. These 5 rows I am wanting to change the row height. As I have selected this much portion, that is okay, but as these cells belong to these rows, so all these 5 rows, whatever cells are there, these remaining cells, they will also get changed. Their row height will also get changed because they belong to the same row. Suppose this cell is belonging to row 2. This cell is also belonging to row 2. So if I change the row height of this cell, all the cells of this row will be affected the same. So selecting this and changing the row height of this cell will also change the row height of all the other cells present in this same row. Similarly, I will select this my desired range as my range is from 1 to 5. So all the cells belonging to these 5 rows will experience a change in row height. Now how to change the row height? Go to these cells under home tab, go to these cells. Now go to format option. Here click on row height. A row height window will appear. It is showing 14.4. That means now the present row height is 14.4. Whatever you are seeing here, it is 4.4, 14.4. If you want to increase it, you have to select it and type in the desired number from your keyboard. Suppose I want to make it 20. Now click on OK. See, our selected rows have increased in height, but other remaining rows you see, they are having the same row height as previous, but only our selected rows have increased their row height. Similarly, you can change the column width. Column width means the width of a column. The width of a column means the horizontal width, the distance the column takes, the horizontal distance the column takes, that is the width. Here also I want to change the column width of this, our desired data. As our desired data takes only two columns, A and B, So as I have selected this chart, it will only change the column width of A and B because our desired selection falls under only two columns A and B. So again go to the cells format. Now we'll select column width. We can give our desired column width. Now you can give your desired point. Suppose 20 points I am selecting. Now click OK. See, both these columns will increase their column width up to 20 points, and rest of the columns will be as it is, and our selected columns will increase in column width. The row height or column width of a cell is set to points, and this point, that is 1 point, is equal to 1 divided by 72, that is fraction 1 by 72 part of an inch, that is 1 point equal to 1 by 72 part of 1 inch. But this row height and column width varies differently according to their properties. The standard column width of worksheet can be seen from here: cells, format, default width. So the standard column width or the default column width of your worksheet is 8.11. So different MS Excel versions working on different version of Windows may have different column width, may have different default column widths. It varies, it may vary from version to version, operating system. Now I will tell you the shortcut to select a complete row. If we are present in a particular cell, suppose I am present in this cell, this is the active cell and it is present in row number 5. So from this cell, if we want to select the complete row 5, just press shift key and then holding the shift key, along with it press spacebar. The whole row will be selected. So this can be done by either selecting the row header from here. This will also select the whole row, or if you are present in a particular row, particular cell of that row, from there also you can select the complete row by pressing shift, along with it pressing the spacebar. Now in case of column also, you can select the complete column by selecting the column header. It will select the whole column, or if you are present in any particular cell of that column, from there also you can select the whole column by pressing the control key, along with it pressing the spacebar. So these two are the shortcuts. Now if you want to delete any particular row, select that row. Suppose I want to delete this row 4. I've selected it. Then go to cells, under there delete option. Here you click on delete sheet rows. When you click on it, that row will be deleted and the row which was present below it will come to its place. That means the row which I have deleted just now will be replaced by the row below it, as because the number of rows in our worksheet is limited, that is fixed. It cannot be more than this number, it cannot be less than this number. So number of rows is constant. So if we delete any particular row, that means again I'm showing, if I delete this row, biology, row number 4, in row number 5 maths is there. If I delete row number 4 biology, then this data will vanish, biology 88A. This row will vanish, and in place of this row number 5 maths will come to this row number 4, but the number of rows will remain fixed. Number of rows is fixed. Actually, the rows are not getting deleted, only the content of that row is vanishing, and the row below it is getting replaced over it.